Hey, what's going on everybody? It's Tyler the Toy Geek, here back again with another action figure review. This time we've got another item from Super 7. This time it is the Super 7 Ultimate Mo. You can see that it comes in this brown box, but we're gonna just go ahead and open that up and let's see what it looks like. Well, that's interesting. I thought this was gonna be nothing, but if you could tell, it looks like that's Mo's apron. There's a little card we'll open there. Let's see what the note says. Hey Simpsons fans, Mo's apron is here. We hope you enjoy adding this accessory to your Ultimates Mo Sizzlack figure. Thank you for your patience and support. So it seems like upon the initial release, Mo did not come with his apron. But I don't know, maybe it pays that I waited forever to get this. So you can tell it comes in this very standard Simpsons Super 7 Ultimate packaging. Let's get this off of here. So Simpsons, so this seems to be the standard when it comes to Super 7 Ultimate Simpsons figures as far as packaging goes. And then on the back, of course, you can see Mo here holding up a mug of Duff, of course. Now let's go ahead and take the sleeve off and see what we're dealing with here. All right, so you see it before I do, but look at all them accessories. Of course, it comes with the panda there. Oh man, so many cool accessories. I can't wait to open this. On the back here has a read-up of Mo. Another illustrated image of him appears in Simpsons roasting on an open fire. So he's been there since season 1, episode 1, original air date December 17th, 1989. So like 3 years before I was born. Anyway, really dig the Super 7 Ultimates packaging. It's very nice. It's got the Ultimates logo up there on the top, which you can't really, camera doesn't want to pick up for some reason. So, what do I always like to say? Let's crack it open. You know, I will say it makes me a bit hopeful, and maybe I'm a little bit too hopeful on this matter, that Mo had his apron included later on, that maybe Krusty the Clown will include the cigarette. I'm not sure. It was teased in the original images, but when I received the figure, it doesn't look like it. Review of that coming soon as well. Be sure to subscribe if you want to see that. All right, so once again, I am absolutely impressed as hell, first and foremost, and secondly, I am just overwhelmed by how cool this is. So let's get a good shot at it. So up first, of course, you can see we've got a multitude of accessories. We got everything from 3 different sets of hands to the phone in the back. You got that jar of eggs there. Couple different expressive heads for Mo the panda. I believe of course, the flaming Mo, a rag, and then in the back is the crate that he keeps the panda in. So I'm gonna go ahead and take out a couple of these accessories and show them off to the camera. And yeah, let's dive right in. Let's dig into it. Let's start with a couple of these accessories. Okay, so first up, you've got this expressive grin, and that is a really cool head sculpt of Mo. Everything from the hair, the cheesy grin, fantastic stuff. And then what we've got here is something that we've all become familiar with if we're fans of The Simpsons for the last 30 plus years. The angry yelling face, probably when Bart calls him up and, you know, to yell out a goofy, silly name. That's really awesome. We've got this jar here. Of course, we got the jar here. Looks awesome. You can't open it, but you have to include it with Mo. You've got a multitude of different hands included in this. Pointing fingers, fists, open hands, you name it. Then, of course, you've got Mo's signature rag, and you gotta have the flaming Mo or the flaming Homer. And they went in a lot of detail with this one. Looks really cool on camera. And then we've got this panda bear, which is seen, and I can't remember exactly what episode it is, but there is a bit where he has these, and he tells them to shoosh or run off or whatever. It's a pretty funny gag, but I believe it's definitely in one of the earlier seasons. This thing is even articulated. It's got a head swivel, the front arms move, the legs move. So they went into great length of detail with this too. Well, you can't have a Mo Sizzlack action figure without including the most important accessory, which of course is the telephone, which is seen many, many times over the years on The Simpsons with Bart prank calling Mo very often. Classic. And then of course we've got this crate, like I said, that he has this panda bear in. It has a lock on the front of it. It has a lock on the front of it too, actually. we got some lettering on the side and whatnot. Let's see how it opens. So it's just very easy to open, and of course, with this little guy inside there. That's neat. And I suppose if you really wanted to, you could double this as probably a bar for Mo, which I probably will do. You can have the Flaming Homer on there, all that good stuff. Very impressed with the accessories that have come with this. Probably by far my favorite thus far out of all these Simpsons Ultimates I've opened up to this point. So let's get Mo out of the packaging and take a look at the actual figure himself. Okay, so if I'm being honest, when I first started collecting these, I thought to myself, there are a couple key characters you have to have, Mo being one of them. If you're gonna do a line of Ultimate Simpsons figures, you have to include Mo Sizlak, of course. And when I tell you, I'm not disappointed by this. This has very impressive details. Okay, just gonna give you a good look at him. So you can see he's got every detail imaginable, from the button-up shirt with the bow tie. His face is very expressive. It even got that posture going. Pants, the shoes. It's a perfect figure. They really nailed it. They knocked it out of the park. Ladies and gentlemen, Mo Sizlak. The details are incredible. The paint apps are fantastic. Highly impressed by this. I almost want to just display him with the angry head. So let's go ahead and pop out a couple of these heads and hands and see what we're dealing with here. Well, I can't even lie to you. The only thing I'm a little disappointed with is the fact that it is kind of a nightmare to swap heads. So I think once I get one that I like, I'm just gonna keep it that way. But he looks great with this yelling, screaming face. I suppose while we're at it, we can get this goofy grin one. Okay, so the goofy smiley one is a lot harder to get. Was a lot easier to get on than the other one. And that looks fantastic too. But I think I do want the screaming one, so we're gonna stick with the difficult one. So let's pop that one back on. I almost forgot the most important part, the apron. I am a sucker for soft goods, and that looks really good. So as far as how accessories hold up with this guy, let's try a couple. I feel like this is the most important one, right? This is probably how I'm gonna have him displayed. Maybe have the phone sitting up on this crate that he comes with. But screaming Mo, angry at Bart for calling him, that's the look right there. Look how beautiful and cool that is. Super 7, you killed it with the Mo, telling you. Now, as far as another accessory, of course, I think we got to display. You gotta have him holding up the Flaming Mo, or the Flaming Homer, whatever you want to call it. Looks pretty good. So, you got that there. You gotta have Mo's signature. He's always got that rag in his hand, right? I don't really know how you would want to... I don't know the best way of having him hold this. I really don't know. I could play around with it and figure it out, but I think that looks silly, so I think I gotta play around with it a little bit. You get the idea. Let's talk about articulation a little bit. Like I said, his head's on a swivel, moves up and down as well. The shoulders move up and down. You got the elbows. They kind of have a weirdness to them a little bit. I can't explain it. But the hands move, the wrists, I should say, the hands move as well. They do a 360. There's not really an ab crunch whatsoever. The torso moves, the legs move up and down, as well as the knees. They bend to a certain point. Same with the foot, and they do a 360 as well. So articulation is pretty much what you need it for a Simpsons Ultimate. You're not going to be doing all these heroic poses and stuff, but I think the accessories that come with him, you kind of got it made. So this is what I think. I'm going to tell you what I like, what I don't like. Only thing that I don't like, I think, would have been the fact that if I would have ordered this, when it originally came out, I would have been pretty peeved at the fact that he did not come with his signature apron. But it seems I've since fixed the problem. I've gotten they included the apron in a little side caddy and a little envelope, so that was nice of them to finally include that. But yeah, I mean, from the heads to the accessories, like, I don't think you could ask for much more with a Mo Sizlak. Maybe a head with the black hair, I don't know. Oh, I just noticed that the tongue is like rubbery. And the only other thing I don't like is that the heads are make me a little nervous to put on, take on and off, swap them out. If I wanted to swap them, they make me a bit nervous, but I think I've got it figured out. So those are the only things I don't like. What I do like is everything. You've got a ton of options as far as hand accessories and head accessories. You got the phone, you got the flaming mole, crate with a little panda on the inside. Hilarious. They get the jar of eggs. Like, it's perfect. It's perfect. This is gonna be one of my favorite pieces. I gotta figure out a Simpsons shelf here, and I might spend a little bit of time today doing that. But yeah, Super 7, killing it with these Simpsons Ultimates. I'm just really sad that, it seems that since the license is not there anymore, they're completing the run out of what they said they were going to make, and then after that, it seems to be a done deal, unfortunately. So I'm gonna enjoy the ride while it lasts for now, and I'm gonna keep getting the rest of the waves because I still got Poochie to review, and then I got Krusty, Bartman, Duffman, Hank Scorpio, King, Kodos, Montgomery Burns, and Ralph Wiggum. So all that stuff's on the way. I'm really curious to see about Wave 4, what happens with Wave 4, which I believe has 4 figures in the wave as well. They should be coming soon. It really seems like all the new waves are dropping like now, and they're getting them out. Especially if you shop at Entertainment Earth. So if you're shopping at Entertainment Earth, I have codes that I can get for you. So let me know if you're interested in that. I'm gonna post all the information you need, where to find me in my bio, in the description of the video, all that good stuff. So if you like this video, if you like The Simpsons, if you like Mo Sizlak, if you like Super 7, go ahead and give me a like, comment, and engage with my posts. I reply to everybody's comments, unless they're silly or stupid or negative. Be sure to subscribe and follow me, and I appreciate everybody for tuning in. So I had fun with this action figure review, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace.